Brad's Man United 3, Forest 2. That is the curtain down at Old Trafford until next season. What did you make of that? Quite a few subplots as well, sub-stories that we wanted to see, but what have you made it all?
It's quite an entertaining game, actually, especially near the end in the last 20 minutes.
It was like a basketball match. Yeah.
It was proper end-to-end. We were trying to get Bruno that assist and properly gambling, and it was a good performance today, and it's been a positive season in the end, especially the second half with Michael Carrick coming in, and I'm excited for next season. Yeah,
I mean, what are you excited for, and what needs to happen for that excitement to kind of come to fruition, really? Because there's a lot of things probably that need to happen for that.
I'm excited in terms of how, when Carrick eventually stays, that how we're going to evolve tactically and how we're going to be able to evolve going forward in the attacks, especially us looking at bringing more attacking coaches. It looks really exciting, and I don't think we're a million miles away from putting up a challenge for the title.
What needs to, if we were to kind of dream big for next year, is that possible, firstly, and what is it that actually needs to happen for that to happen?
It's possible. We have to get 3 midfielders at a bare minimum. We have to get it right. For me, I want Adam Wharton, Mateus Fernandes and Carlos Baleba, but I'm happy with Anderson being there, Chouameni, Ederson. There's so many
just
great
get
options.
them done, just get those type of guys in.
I think if we can get in a left back and a forward of real quality, then I think this squad could be really complete next season, and I think we can go far.
Bruno Fernandes, we've got to talk about him. Record equaler, chief creator, smashing the numbers out the park. Player of the year, football writers, player of the year. We'll wait for the PFA player of the year. Another assist today for him.
He's had a great season, and level with De Bruyne and Henry now with the assist record. So he's had a great season, and fair play to him.
Is that it?
Fair play. I'm giving credit. Fair play.
I don't know. I just thought there would be a bit more.
And also, I like the fact that he's played with a lot more maturity. I think
you have said that a lot, actually.
I think him playing in that 6 role under Amorim actually helped his game a lot. And I think he even talked about it himself, where he said he actually, because Casemiro got ridiculed and Kobbie Mainoo got ridiculed, and because the midfield was so open, and that was one of my main critiques of him, is that he left the midfield so open. And he kept him being rash on the ball, and it left Casemiro and Kobbie Mainoo stranded. I think him actually playing in that 6 role actually opened his eyes up a bit to how open that midfield can be. And I think since playing in that role, when coming back in the number 10 under Carrick, he's actually realised I need to keep it a lot more calm, I need to keep it a lot more mature. And compact the space.
He's just creating at a record rate. I just think he's just doing. Look at the numbers he's putting up. If anything, because this is his best ever season in terms of. I think he's just being a monster. I don't think he's really changed. I think he's just upped it, if anything.
No, I think the numbers have always been there. The numbers have always been there. Yeah, the numbers have gone up this season. But I like to look outside of the numbers. I like to look at the overall performances. And I think the overall performances have massively improved. And he's actually doing things that I've wanted him to do and see. Yeah. So I'm really happy.
You were a tough customer to please with Bruno for a certain bit, but like you said, you've seen those bits of his game that you're starting to like, etc., etc. Really should have got over 20 assists now. I mean, the chances that were missed by some of the guys.
Ahmad and Mbumo.
Oh my goodness, Xerxes, dilly-dallying on the ball, couldn't believe it. It's Dallo to name but a few. Casemiro, I know you've been a big advocate for him, and I remember you saying, want him to stay, etc. Obviously, we know he's gone now. That is the last game at Old Trafford. How do you sum up his time?
It's been up and down, and it's not. It's not his fault. And do you know what? I am so glad that Amorim and Ten Hag are not here, because today that felt special today, especially the send off. It felt really good. It touched all of our hearts today, and it touched even more because if Carrick hadn't have come in, he wouldn't have got that reception. He wouldn't have got that send-off that he deserves. He's a footballing legend. Like, when the announcer even said it, he's one of the best midfielders of his generation. Yeah. And it's true. 5 Champions Leagues in 10 years at Real Madrid. Has scored a goal in the League Cup final, winning goal. Even gave his medal to Tyrone Malacia to get the squad morale up. That shows leadership skills. He's been a fantastic servant to this football club. And I'm so glad he's had the end of the season he's had, because he deserves this.
Yeah, he does. In terms of Ineos, what they need to deliver on, how important is it for them to provide the goods?
It's a big summer, and people are going to call me mad.
Go on.
We have to try and get Harry Kane this summer.
Really?
We have to try and get Harry Kane. Hear me out, right?
All right. I'm listening. I'm all ears. I want to hear this out.
English,
yes.
right?
Yes, English.
Wants to come back to the...
Does he?
Does he want to come back to the Premier League and break Alan Shearer's record? But not just that. He can go one step further, break the record and become a Premier League champion. Will he come back to Tottenham? Probably not, because of the position they're in. He's not going to go Arsenal because they're the biggest rival. He's not going to go Chelsea. Liverpool have got Isak and Ekitike, and he's not going to go City because they got Haaland. Now, it might sound mad, but
I'm not going to lie, Brad. It sounds mad.
But if Man
only
United,
because I just don't think he's going to leave. I don't think he wants to leave.
No, but Man United, if we get the three midfielders right, and then you got Bruno in the 10, you got Mbumo, you got Cunha, you got the providers. If we can sell him the project. Now, of course, he's probably going to stay at Bayern Munich, but I'm saying that if we want to go to that next level and compete for the league next season, he's a game changer.
Oh, I
agree.
He's
a game changer.
I just don't know how we get him out of Bayern.
Well, if we've got £150 million budget already, to get the midfielders. If we sell Ugarte, Casemiro's wages are off the wage. Xerxes goes. Rashford goes, Højlund goes. We get all that money and we're going to generate 120 million.
For the three midfielders that you just said
we
need.
We got 150 million pound. I reckon we've got 150 million pound budget to spend.
And then we can raise it.
And then raise the money to go and get that in. Because for me, with that midfield, then we can challenge for the league.
I mean, I agree with what it would look like. I'm praying that your hypothesis will come through. Listen, big up, Brad. We go again next season.
I'm probably going to get trolled in the comments, but I don't care.